I was lacking as a parent, lacking big time. I struggled a lot to provide my son with time. I'm sitting there thinking in my mind, trying to calculate everything else, freaking out about tomorrow or next week. There wasn't really much a thought or a picture in my mind about what our future would look like. Being stressed out every day over financial stuff, it doesn't give you a time or space to actually think about further than next week. I can't plan for next year. I couldn't afford it. I've put myself in so much debt that why would you even think about that when you know you can't make it there? All of that just stops you from living, like literally living. Our food situation was really bad. We had to stretch $50 every week. Noodles was like our basics. It was not healthy for me, nor was it for my kid. I would go to bed and my mind is wide awake, stressing out at the fact that not having the money that we needed. So I'll be up for hours and it won't be until 3 to 4, maybe a.m. in the morning that I'll start to finally fall asleep. I had no knowledge of how to be good with money. You only hear easy way outs. You don't hear of long-term solutions. Life was literally being in a panic room. There's no way out. You know, you don't know how you got there, but you're in there. You know, there's just no light to it. So you're trapped in every way. But then I got an email. Have you ever heard of Cap and Dead? Why don't you give them a call? So when I finally made that call, man, I was like shivering on the other side of the phone. As I was ringing, the person that answered was a woman, and she was so nice over the phone that I didn't even feel one bit of judgment whatsoever. And the weirdest thing that I've ever heard someone say to me over the phone is, "Can I pray for you?" You know, being polite, I was like, okay, sure. She did her prayer, and I just sat there and I was like, I don't know, the feeling was really different. It was like calm. It's been a long time of being unstable, but in that one moment, you just know that you're going to be held up, that no one's going to let you fall. That was that moment. That was that moment for me. When I first met Andy and Mary, when they turned up at my front door, they are just the most loveliest people you would ever meet. Did not feel whatsoever one bit feel judged that day. When Andy told me to give everything, like I gave it. And when I physically gave those bills, I guess a bit of me went with it, and that was the old me. You know, it was almost like losing weight, just not physically. As soon as he gave me that budget, I stuck to that, and I was so happy to pay just that. We went from $50 to $150. And I can actually say that I bought something that has better quality, that is better for my health and better for my son's health, and not have to worry about it anymore. The biggest change was I slept. My mind wasn't talking. My mind wasn't awake. When my eyes were tired, I could close them. Because someone took the pressure off me. Someone took all of my worries, all of that money that was digging in my mind right out of me. From the first call that I had with Cap, and then having someone pray for you, and then to have Andy and Mary come in, start with a prayer, finish with a prayer, that was surprising. To have them really rely on the big guy to kind of pave a path for my new journey. That was kind of like the shocking point for me. You just never would think that you would go on a journey with the big guy. My faith before my journey with Cap, it would have just been the word faith without any meaning, lack of understanding, a lack of belief. But after it all, right now, I would have to say that there is a lot of more meaning and a lot of more feeling and understanding. Yeah, I can say I have faith today. Working with Cap was way more than just getting myself debt free. The process allowed me to not focus on everything, but to focus on the most important, which was my son, the time that I needed with him. It allowed me to look at money in a whole different way. My hopes are to finish my degree in lead teaching early childhood. Cap has given me my life, has given me our life, has given me a lot of hope to dream. The future for my son and I is full of possibilities.